Alright guys, so last time we were configuring our home page, and we were going to configure the footer and the menu and make sure that these were all lined up. So let's just jump right into it. We're going to go to Appearance, Foxy Theme Options, and this is where we're going to be able to to organize our menu. If you go down to Navigation under General Settings, you'll see Pages Categories. And we're going to be able to set which pages and categories show up on our main menu. And let's start with pages, and let's just go ahead and exit out page 2, 3, 1, and sample page, which you can go ahead and delete. And we're not going to have any categories featured on our main menu. And let's go ahead and save that. So now if we look at it, we should see all those gone. And yeah, so there's our clean menu. Should look the same at the bottom. It does. So now that we have that, let's go ahead and configure a footer area. And the way that this theme allows that to be done is through the widgets. And you can control your sidebar as well through widgets. You'll see on the right side over here footer area 1, 2, and 3, and that's going to be your left, center, and right area, and that'll make more sense after I show y'all. So in this first area, I want to do some social media icons, and the theme comes with the two at the bottom that you see right now, but what we're going to do is add a plugin that allows us to add more, and we're actually going to get rid of the other two. So for footer area, let's go ahead and download a plugin. Go to plugins, add new, and just type in social media. And we're going to use the first one that comes up. It's the floating social media icon. So go ahead and click install now and OK. I apologize for my computer. It's running extremely slow right now. Click activate plugin. And let's go ahead and open up the settings. So hover over it down at the bottom and click social floating media settings. Alright, so from here we can choose a theme. There's 24 different options as to what type of icons you want. I'm just going to go with the fourth theme, and you can set the size right here as well. 40 by 40 pixels is fine for me. And if you scroll down, right here is where you can add your the addresses to your different social media outlets. For example, if you're going to do a Facebook icon, you put your www.facebook.com/whatever your page is. For now, I'm just putting in these number signs or hashtags, which actually serve as a false link and allow you to just see where the icons are going to go. And if you come down to here under other settings, automatic only will float. If you have it set to that, let's save configuration. I'll show you what that does real quick. And that's going to have your social media icons, there you go, floating down here on the right as you scroll. I don't want that. Watch as they catch up. I don't want that. I'm actually going to come down here and set it to manual only, and we're going to have those actually sitting in our footer. So save that configuration, pick out which theme you want, and go back to appearances and then widgets. Now for footer area 1, we can literally just drag this ACX social icons into footer area 1. Try that again, and open it up. In the title, social media icons, I'm going to change that to follow us. And you can reset your icon size in here. I'm going to change it to 40. And default theme design, I believe I wanted theme 4. And we'll go ahead and save that. So now we'll have the social media icons in the left side of our footer. Let's also add a custom text, arbitrary text to this footer 1 area just below it. And I'm just going to add a little bit of text. Let's just do this, Control C, and we'll just say this is a mission statement or something. Actually, let's just give it some text. We don't even need to give it a title. And hit save. Alright, for the footer 2 area, we're going to do another custom or arbitrary text or HTML, and I'm gonna call this actually, sorry, no, we're gonna do a custom logo, if I can find it. All right, so ET custom logo widget. If we drag that into footer area 2. Now, when you're not able to actually upload an image directly, it's going to ask for an image URL, and we're going to get that by going to Media, Library, and open that in a new tab, and find your logo. And mine is on the second page. There it is, and click the logo, and then you're going to actually click Edit. Or sorry, it's going to be right here under File URL, and just double click that and paste that link, and then we're going to come back into this area and then just paste it in there, and our logo will show up there. We can add a copyright text, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not sure, let's just say Ace Electronics, and you can actually do a copyright symbol by doing an ampersand and then typing copy and then semicolon, and we'll do 2013, and that should show up as Ace Electronics copyright 2013. And for text, let's just do random text, and that should do it. Let's click save. And for the third footer, let's just do another random text. By the way, you can put any of these things in here. They've got some cool options. You can do custom menus and advertising or RSS and comments and stuff, but I'm just going to do random text and do random footer header, and we'll do double text. And let's go ahead and see what this looks like now that we have a footer configured. Okay, so kind of looks a little sloppy, but we're just sort of figuring out how things work. We have our social media icons right here. That's pretty cool. Ace Electronics logo at 2013 with some more text, and then you can see the random text footer on the right. So it looks alright, it's fine, but now it seems kind of irrelevant to have these two social media icons. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start using our custom theme options, or we're going to go into Foxy theme options and use custom CSS. And if you scroll down to the bottom of general, there's an area called custom CSS, and a good way of finding out what a certain area is in, if we go to our page and view page source, web developer page source, and I want to find out where those social media icons are so I can change them, I'm just going to hit Control Find on Windows. I'm not sure what the hotkey is for Mac, and I'm just going to type in Facebook because I know that's one of the social icons. And if you come down here, you can see that it's under a div ID called ET Social Icons. So now that I know what div that is under, I can go to my custom CSS options, and you don't have to understand this. You can just type this in, and I can do pound, which is for div, ET Social icons, and then we'll do curly bracket, and we're gonna do display colon none, and then usually you just do a semicolon there, but sometimes you have to override the theme in this, and you'll do exclamation point important, and semicolon close curly brackets. And this should get rid of our other two social media icons at the bottom. Yep, so now they're gone. Oops, something's going on with my computer. 1 second. Apologize for that. So now that we notice they're gone, that's good. I also wanted to get rid of this design by elegant themes powered by WordPress. Not necessarily get rid of it, but we're going to change that. And that's going to require us to go into the actual code. And to do that, under appearances, we're going to go to editor. And this allows you to edit all the different PHP files and CSS files. And for this, we're going to go to footer.php over here on the right side. And we'll scroll down to the bottom. And where we see PID copyright, this is where we're going to change the information. And it's going to say designed by, powered by up here. And then you'll notice that it'll say title premium WordPress themes in between these two arrows. We're going to change that to, you can change that to whatever you like. I'm going to change it to Ace Web Consulting. And to change the actual link, you would come here and under Ahref and change the link. And I'm going to change it to acewebc.com. And to change the let's update that and see what it does. Great, so now you see designed by Ace Web Consulting, and it still says powered by WordPress. We can change that as well. If you just come in here and say instead of having powered by, you can change this right here and do copyright, and we'll do Ace Electronics. And to change the link to this, we're just gonna do I'm just gonna do a pound symbol for now, just because I don't have an actual link for where I want it to go. And we'll update the file once again and take a look. And now we have copyright Ace Electronics designed by Ace Web Consulting. So pretty simple. And now I also want to show, so what if you have content you want to put on the front page? And so we're going to add a paragraph between the slider and the 3 blurbs. And I'll show y'all how to do that real quick. We're going to go back into editor. And this time we're going to edit the front page.php. And we're going to scroll down to, let's see, PHP get header, and we're going to go just below the includes featured. And we're just going to create a div. So type what I type, div ID equals, and we'll just call it home P. And then close that, and then close the div. And within this, let's just go ahead and do a H3 for our header. H3, close it, and inside that, put whatever the header you want it to be. I'm just going to say home page header. And below that, we'll add a paragraph. Close P. And let's just get some lorem ipsum, have some right here. And go ahead and paste that in and update this. Sorry, computer's moving slow once again, and it's frozen. There we go. Update file. Now let's take a look and see what that looks like. All right, there you have it. So we have this content right here now, but it looks pretty bad. As you can see, it's touching right along the edge here and right up against the slider. So we can actually add some CSS to that. Before I do that, I want to go back in here and add a center tag around the header, so it's centered. And go ahead and update that file, and then now we can make that look a little better by going into Foxy theme options, and we'll go back to that custom CSS field at the bottom of the general tab. And remember, we named the div home P, so type in pound home P, and we'll do curly brackets, and I'm just going to add a padding of 40 pixels, and then we will close curly brackets and save. Now this ought to have brought the text away from everything else, sort of squished it towards the middle, made it look better. And there you go. Yeah, it looks better. Actually, there's sort of a gap here that I'm not too fond of. From the top here, I'm going to actually change that padding real quick. And if you do, let's do 40 pixels by 40 pixels by 0 pixels. And how this works is when you're doing a padding, if you do 4 values, it's going to go top, right, bottom, left. If you do 3 values, oops, that's not a 0. If you do 3 values, it's actually going to do top, right, and left, and then bottom. So this is pretty much a padding of 40 on the top, a padding of 40 on the right and left, and a padding of 0 pixels on the bottom. And I think this will look a little bit better. Let's take a look. Yeah, so it brought it up a little bit. All right, there you go. So now our home page is looking good. We were able to add some custom text to it, we've got the footer configured. We've eliminated the social icons. Let's go ahead and add our WooCommerce and set up the shop. And by doing that, we're going to go to plugins and add new. And this theme fully supports WooCommerce, which is probably the best e-commerce plugin on WordPress. And type in WooCommerce. Oops. Okay. All right, WooCommerce, excluding in commerce. All right, install that and click OK. There we go. Now, after this installs, we're going to activate it, and it's going to give you the option to create all the pages. Install WooCommerce pages at the top. Go ahead and do this. It's going to make all the pages for you and make things a lot easier. All right, so there you have it. That should be uploaded, and if we refresh, we should have a lot more pages at the top here that WooCommerce just created. Home, cart, checkout, computers, or checkout, and then shop, my account, stuff like that. So let's go back here, and now that we have a shop page, actually, this is where our products will go. Let's update this call to action page to go to our shop page. So click on shop and copy that link, and let's go back here to home page in our ePanel settings and call out URL, and instead of a hashtag, let's put our URL in there and save. And now that we have a shop page, that'll our call to action button will take us to that shop page. So let's go into our we'll go into our WooCommerce settings. There we go. And I want to go ahead and set some stuff up. So if you go to WooCommerce settings, and under general, we're going to go ahead and set this to United States. And you can find the state that you're in. I am in South Carolina, and it's under pounds right now, so we're going to want to change that to US dollar. There we go. And allowed countries, we're going to allow all countries. And for now, I'm not going to really get into a bunch of the specifics of how you can set up the different taxing and shipping IDs and payment gateways and stuff until the next tutorial, if you guys want me to. But for now, that'll do it. And let's go ahead and save changes and start uploading some products. Awesome. So if we go over here to products and let's go to categories, and we're going to create 3 categories real quick. And our 3 categories are mobile devices. So that, add new product category. And then we'll have computers. And what was the third one? Tablets. Add new product category. Alright, so now that we've done that, let's go ahead to products and add a product. And this is as simple as adding a post like we've done. It's pretty much the same thing. We'll add product, new product, and I'm going to name this iPad. I'll just call it iPad. And we're going to select our product category. This is going to fall under tablets. And I've already created some images for this, but I'm going to go to set featured image, upload file, select, and I have my images already set up, and so click iPad. You can optimize if you choose. I'm just going to set it as featured. And now if we scroll down here, we have our product options. See how it says simple product? You can actually make grouped products, which is really cool. And you can also assign it a SKU value, which sort of helps you keep stock. It's like a unique identifier that allows you to keep stock of what you have. And I'm going to set a regular price of $3.99 for the iPad, and you can actually add a sales price right here and then create a schedule for how long that sale price is available. It's pretty incredible how many options that WooCommerce has. And down here we can add a little product description. I'm just going to grab a sentence here, and you can describe your product. Oops. And we'll go ahead and, sorry, computer is acting up again. There we go. It's frozen for a second. All right. And see how it says product gallery down here? You can actually add multiple images that allow different images of your single product. So this would be the featured image that we have uploaded, and then you could do a side profile or a back profile of whatever product you're offering. Perhaps you're selling, you know, clothes where you want to see the front and the back of it. So that's sort of what that does. And let's go ahead and just publish this and take a look at our shop page. Alright, so there you have it. We have a product uploaded. That's simple, really. Under shop products, if we click it, click on the product, we have it. Look, there's our description. You can select a quantity and you can add it to your cart. I'll click add to cart and see what that does. Alright, so everything is automated. It automatically sets it up. Look, people can submit reviews, or if you click view cart, you can look at your cart and see what you have in there. None of this is anything that I set up. It just automatically sets up when you download WooCommerce. It's pretty much a matter of setting up shipping if that's what you're going to be doing, and pretty much setting up your payment gateway. And that's really about it as far as that's concerned. So I'm going to go ahead and upload the rest of my products real quick. So I'm going to tap out. Actually, I want to show you guys real quick how to. We're going to upload a product real quick and give it a sale period. So let's go back to products. I'll click add new product. And once again, sorry for how slow my computer's going. This is insane. Product name, we'll just call it tablet. And let's go down to tablets for our category. Set featured image, upload, select files, tab. Uploaded, set featured image. Now, regular price, well, let's just say it's $1.99. And sale price, let's say it's $1.49. So you can add a schedule, and I'm just going to make it from the 26th to the 30th. And that's as simple as it gets when you're adding a sale. And you can also link products for upselling and cross-selling. So when someone puts a certain product in their cart, it'll have associated products with it, and it's another great tool for upselling and cross-selling. And let's add that short little description and upload this one. and take a look. Let's go to shop. Alright, there you have it. So there are two products. You see that this one's on sale, and you can see the original price crossed out with the sale price, which is awesome. Now I am going to actually pause the video and go ahead and upload the rest of the products that I have, which is only 6. Okay, so I've uploaded you know, a couple products onto my shop page. I have some tablets, computers, stuff like that. And one last thing, or two more things I want to show you. A lot of y'all may be noticing right now that only 5 products are showing up on your shop page, and it could be really frustrating trying to figure out why you can't get more to show up on one page. And if you go to Appearance, Foxy Theme Options, and scroll down to Number of Posts Displayed on Archive Pages, and this probably, I think, originally set to 5. I have mine at 10 right now. You can set it to whatever number you want, but change this value if you want more products to show up per page. And one last thing that sort of frustrates me is that when I created the slider posts, when I click on it, it goes to a post that I don't really want to exist. So what I want to do is I want to make this so it's not clickable, and this is going to require us to go in and do some sort of customization. So if we go back to editor, under appearances, editor, and we go to Featured.php, go ahead and click that, and what we want to find is our div for our slider, and I'm just gonna control find and use div again. Div class. Alright, so here we have it. Div class equals slide. This is the area that'll encompasses our actual slider, and if you highlight this value down to where it says ends the div and says slide in the comment, and what we're going to do is we're going to replace this entire value. And I have the code. I pre-made the code because I don't have time in this tutorial to teach you know, PHP. That's not really what the tutorial's about, but I'll include this code that we're replacing it with so you guys can look over it. I'll include this in the description of the video at the top. So what we're going to do is we're just going to replace that code and update our file, and now if we refresh our page, it should make it so that these are no longer clickable. There you go. See? So we can scroll through our slides, but we can't click anything, which is great. So now that we've made we can make posts that are specifically just for the slider, and they're not going to be found by anyone. You can't just click on it. So I just want to show you guys some of the things you can do beyond the theme by going into the code, such as not allowing this to be clicked, or adding content in certain places, getting rid of the footer down here, certain stuff, stuff like that. And show you guys how to download WooCommerce and upload products and see how simple it is. Give me some feedback if you guys want me to do another tutorial on going in depth into how to use WooCommerce and sort of getting into more the complex details about it. I just find that WooCommerce is pretty self-explanatory and easy to use. And so I never needed any instruction on it, but if you guys do, just let me know, and please post comments. If you guys want any help with customization or anything, just post a comment about it, and I'll respond with what code you need or what you need to do. Just let me know if you guys need any help. It's been a pleasure doing this tutorial, and I think I'm going to compile all 3 of these into one video probably, and put them together. I probably should have done that initially, but I appreciate you guys. I appreciate y'all's comments, and I appreciate y'all viewing, and thanks.